Good morning. It is a sunny day. Let me see if I can even get out the glare of this sun. It's so hot. Ooh, this week is heating up again. I think we're looking at, Wednesday at 31 degrees. It's probably in the high 20s today. But we're back on site and we're back here with the foundation. So we've been clearing. We're supposed to have a truck, supposed to have come 2 hours ago, but it is running late. So at the moment, we're trying to get as much stuff outside. I'll show you what we've got outside at the moment. But we wanted to get it out, so we made space to put more stuff in out there, just because we've got more soil to take out. So the next 2 days is basically clearing soil and also digging some more trenches for our soil pipe. So also figured out how I'm running my soil pipe for the toilets and stuff like that. So I'll show you that, guys, that when we get to that. But yeah, I'm going to show you what the foundations look like, and I'm going to show you what we're doing today. So guys, here we go. This is our space. I'm not sure you guys can see. So we've got foundations here. All this is our concrete footings, which we've poured here, obviously. We've poured all across to here. Obviously, we've got to sweep it all clean out. We have all the way up here as well, so you guys can see. All the rubble, we've got to clean out this rubble that's just falling in while we've been working. And we've got concrete up to here as well. So moving around, I'll show you guys what we've got here. Let's see if we can spin it. So go around here as well. Again, you can see our pipe here, and we've gone all the way up to here. Okay, so all these footings are done. Took a lot of soil out of here today. There was a raised area, you guys might remember, the patio up to that wall here. So this is quite high, so we had to take a lot of this. There's a lot of rubble was under there, bricks, just general junk that was used as, I guess, hardcore to build up the patio. So we've taken most of that out, all the bricks and stuff, and a lot of the sort of gravel and hardcore that's there we can actually keep. So the plan will be to level this area out. Obviously, when we build our walls for DPC, we can push this on and backfill a lot of it with that. We don't need to take it all out, and I'll show you why. So same thing's going to happen on that side over there. You can see how this level here is low, and then it comes up, and then we've got this high level. We're going to take a lot of this stuff out of the way because we need to get to the manhole to put in our pipe, which is going to run down there to our new location of our inspection chamber. So I'll show you guys the manhole at the moment. So the manhole is here. It's running, the main sewer line is running from here straight through across to the neighbors. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of this manhole and continue it through in clay pipe. They want in clay pipe, so we're going to continue it through, and then we're going to have a Y junction which runs off it and runs to our inspection chamber, which basically will flow our waste from there down into and bend that way. So that's what we're doing there. Now, when our inspection chamber is in here, what do we connect to it? We now have to connect to that the kitchen waste, which will be, show you guys if I can get around. Kitchen wall will be, or kitchen sinks and so on, will be somewhere over there. So we'll put a gully, and we'll run straight here into the inspection chamber. And then we also have, if you guys can see, the toilet currently goes straight down into the ground and goes into that manhole over there. So we are going to move this pipe across to the other side of the window, and then what we'll have is you'll come out of the toilet right here, run across above the roof level into that stack, and then the stack will continue down, and then it will cut across here into the inspection chamber. That's the plan. Now the neighbors have done something similar. I actually spoke to the neighbor this morning. She was in her garden. She's actually an architect, and she actually designed her extension. It's a really nice extension. And I noticed as well, you guys might be able to see her soil pipe right over here somewhere. See if I can zoom in a bit. But her soil pipe is to the outside of the window, where ours is to the inside of the window. So we're going to move ours to the outside here. So what she did is moved hers there, and it runs straight internally, sort of and it's running down inside one of the kitchen cabinets in the corner. So we'll be doing a similar thing. We do have a box frame of steel to put in, so we've got a steel at the bottom, like that, like that, like that. When we put this one in, we will run it right in front of it, and we will wrap it around. When we box in that steel, we'll wrap the soil pipe in that as well. So soil pipe will come down internally, go down in the foundation. So that's the plan for that. Then obviously we've got to cut a trench through here to come to there. That is basically our drainage sorted out. Now what we had to look at is we're doing the floors a bit different here. So this house is going to have a block and beam foundation. So that means that the ground level here will be there'll be a gap between it and the underside of the floor, which is going to be in concrete beams. So we, according to regs, we only need a minimum of 150 mil between the soil ground here and the underside of the block and beam. We need 150 mil, 6 inches. So we're probably going to have more than that anyway when I've worked it out. And to know where your ground level needs to be or how low you need to dig it, and this is why we can keep a lot of this stuff and we're just sort of backfilling it, because this is very low. So we've got a lot of space to play with here, which means we don't get rid of all of this. So see if I can show you guys what I've been working out. Okay, so here is roughly where our finished floor level will be. Okay, so I've marked about 75 millimeters here for screed. Then we've allowed, I think, about 100 mil for insulation. The block and beams themselves are 150 mil, so that starts from here to here. Then we need at least 150 mil below that and the ground, which takes us to that line. So our soil needs to be at minimum at that line. So that's what we're using as a line at the moment, which is pretty much where this concrete is here. Well, this is actually a little bit below it. So that's where we need to get our soil level to, basically. So we've got all this soil. Oops, sorry. That's where our soil needs to be at, or our level of our ground needs to be at. Now, a lot of this soil on the top, when it's all pushed down and backfilled, it will level this all out for us. So this is why all this hardcore. We took all the big bricks and rubble and rocks out of it, as much of it out anyway, and the rest of it will stay here and get backfilled. So same thing for this. This is quite low down, or much lower than it needs to be. So again, eventually we will move a lot of this soil up here and pull it down to this area here. And then we'll probably put like a DPC membrane or something like that, like a weed membrane or something underneath later on. So that's pretty much where we're at. So what we're doing today, we're going to break off the rest of that retaining wall here and just take out all the soil in this area. That brings us right back to the manhole, because we do need to dig a trench under that. So we need to get to the bottom of this manhole so that we can see where our trench is, the depth of our trench here. Okay, so that is pretty much where we are at now. So yeah, we're going to continue clearing out this, and hopefully this guy will turn up soon to take that soil, and then we can see if we can expose this manhole.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
man, Ken. You model in, man. Oi. This is all what we got.
Move from there.
This is all what we got. The guy's picking that up for us now. Finally, about 3 hours late, but it's going. Nice and easy job. So that is first trip muck away. We had a nice chap there, very helpful. He's took a full load for us. So that is basically, I didn't get to show you guys what it looked like in the front, but this was a huge heap. So he took a nice load for us. We still got some at the back here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue our soil and start packing it in this area. Probably will take half of the driveway. And now we've got some space to get delivery in for bricks, blocks, all that stuff, sand that's coming. We've got some space for that now. So yeah, happy days, we've got some space. We're gonna continue digging. Now we're starting the trenches for the soil pipes. We're gonna do that now. We're gonna fill up the soil here.
Why you calling me, boy?
Who's that now?
Boy, what? What do you want? Oh, what? Look at Mr. Face now. What's something about you, man? But look at Mr. Face. Something about you, man.
What happening there, boy? Boy. Where you be there now? Rastafari, how's that, man? You back? Hey.
Dominican solution.
Boy. Traveling anyway. He's a passport bro, man.
Boy, take flash with you, man.
Yeah, Flash wants to take a trip, man. Take a flash.
Flash with you, boy. Boy, look, Darren go work anyway. Boy.
Yes, your partner that day, boy. In St. Lucia, boy. Having a whale of a time.
His own zone, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Zappers.
Yeah, take good care.
Zappers.
Yeah, you see him, man? You see him?
Yeah, I see. Zappers. True. Respect, huh? Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Jaga, you know?
Yeah, Jagite. Rastafari.
Yeah, just take good care.
Yeah.
Just woke up, man.
Remember, you have plenty work here down here.
Yeah, when you come back.
Remember, you have plenty work when you come back.
Yeah, loads of work, man. Loads of feeling to do when you come back.
We just there like tourists. You just there like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas.
You get me, fam?
Boy, you see the video, man?
Why?
Fuck it, no, but this guy living life with a big law.
And to be like you when I grow up.
Mr. said, yeah.
And to be like you when I grow up.
Boy.
You have to have your law, boy. You will have to have your law.
Boy, hurry up and come back,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, flash it, hurry up and come back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So rich.
We learn to dig like that, man. In jail, man. In good jail, Guadeloupe, man.
Yeah, man.
Why? Well, it's a good thing you go there. Right, you learn a skill, you know.
How to dig, man?
Yeah.
What kind of skill is that?
A skill to make you money, innit?
What, digging?
Well, you're making money off it now, innit? So it's a good thing you spend some time there.
I did about 10 years there, you know.
About 10 years. When you went there when you was 12, man.
No, I was just wondering.
Hi guys, we are done for today. Wow, what a day. 3 of us. A lot of back breaking work. Digging, shoveling, breaking, digging, shoveling. On repeat literally the whole day. And tomorrow is looking like the same thing again. Although hopefully should be a little bit less. But yes, good progress today. So I'm going to show you guys what we managed to do and what we've got left to do as far as this digging and this phase of the works. Right, so here we are. This is what we've done so far. You can see we've actually started to dig the trench here for our pipe work. So we started excavating up to this area. So we've only got this little bit left to get to the level. We're pretty much at the level on this section. So what we're doing is we have 35 centimeter wide trench. So that's to allow 100 mil pipe in there, as well as 15 centimeters either side. That's what we're doing. So 15 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and another 15 takes you to 35. So it's around that width here. So what we also did is started undermining the existing manhole, which is here. So we've breaking all this is sort of a foundation that's built around it, like a stepped foundation that's built around it. But we need to get to the bottom of that brick. So we can see those red bricks here at the bottom, I believe from my measurements, is the base of the actual chamber. So we basically need to go just underneath it to get to connect it to the pipe. But obviously when we're ready to connect the pipe, we actually break all this wall down, break all the walls on the sides as well. We can cut the pipe either end and join our connection and have a Y off it here. So we do need to clear some of this soil off here as well tomorrow, just so when we do ready to do it, we've got easy access to get on the side. So still a lot more there to do, but we're getting there. Also need to do the same thing how I broke out this foundation here, the step foundation. Need to break some of it off here as well, in that corner here. Now the rest of the space, as I said, we'll dig that down to here. When we get down to here, we need to take it 500 mil minimum outside of the foundation, and then we got to dig a hole for our inspection chamber here. As I mentioned before, with the other pipe for the toilets, we are going to be running it from here. So what we're going to do is somewhere over there, we're going to move this pipe to somewhere over here, and we're going to dig a trench diagonally through this foundation somewhere, and then it's going to come out basically into the manhole. Sorry guys, so it's going to be a straight line basically. I'll see if I can show you from this side. Gimbal camera wants to do it once. So if you imagine our manhole is going to be somewhere around here, we're going to dig a trench straight up to the corner. So we'll probably go a little bit through the corner of this soil here, and then we'll go straight through this bit here, straight to where the pipe is going to be, and then straight up the wall. So that's what we've got to do as well tomorrow. So we do need to unfortunately take some of this rubble out of the way so that we can dig a trench here and all the way down. So it won't need to be as deep as this side is, but it does need to go in. We do need to dig into this a little bit, so loads more digging again tomorrow. But at least we've got loads of space out the front now, so we can actually move this stuff. Obviously we've got to then clean all these trenches out. This is all the rubble that's fell in the trench. We'll clean them, sweep them all out, get them all cleaned out, and then we're ready to get our drains in and do our DPC brickwork, which is going to be quite a lot because we need to basically build up to here. And if you guys see where the neighbors have done theirs, this is the concrete, the original concrete they put in, and then we are stepped down 150 mil, so we've got 2 courses to come up to that level. So that's already 2 we need to build. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got 14 plus 2, 16 courses to do of brickwork around. So at least we don't have to do this section here. We just got to do the internal, and then we need to continue this. We need to continue it across to there, to this side, and then from here we've got to do our internal and external 16 courses along the front, and then we will run the same thing up the left that way. Then internally we're going to put probably a 6-inch wall or something in the middle here, which is our sleeper wall for our block and beam, which is quite easy, straightforward block wall. And guys, that is it for today. So we are out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Good progress today. We're almost out of the digging phase. I can't wait to get out to DPC and get a block and beam foundation on this, and then we'll have a huge space to actually, you know, put stuff on materials work-wise and all that, and then we'll be moving up from there. Yeah, so guys, that's it until the next video. Any comments, questions, anything, please leave below, and also please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.